అట్లాంటాకు చెందిన ప్రముఖ వ్యాపారవేత్త శ్రీ శంకర్ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్ ఇటీవల శంకర నేత్రాలయ సంస్థ సలహాదారునిగా సేవ చేయడానికి తమ సంసిద్ధతను తెలియజేశారు. ఈ మేరకు శంకర నేత్రాలయ అమెరికా సంస్థ చేపట్టే అనేక కార్యక్రమాలలో వీరి విలువైన సలహాలు సేవలను పరిగణలోకి తీసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇప్పటికే 8 మంది సలహాదారులతో ఉన్న శంకర నేత్రాలయ యుఎస్ఏ అడ్వైజరీ బోర్డుకు శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్ 9వ సలహాదారుగా తమ సేవలను అందిస్తారు. వీరి రాకతో శంకర నేత్రాలయ శ్రేణులలో సరికొత్త ఉత్సాహం ఊపందుకుంది. శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్ బాల్యం విద్యాభ్యాసం భారతదేశంలోనే జరిగింది. వీరు ఐఐటి మద్రాసు నుండి ఇంజనీరింగ్లో పట్టా తీసుకుని అమెరికాలోని బ్రన్స్విక్ విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో మాస్టర్స్ చేసి ఆ తర్వాత భారతదేశంలోనూ అమెరికాలోనూ ప్రముఖ టెక్ కంపెనీస్లో ఎన్నో కీలకమైనటువంటి పదవులు నిర్వహించారు. అనంతరం కేవలం స్వయం కృషితో తమ మేధాశక్తిని పెట్టుబడిగా ఏఎంఐ సంస్థను స్థాపించి కంప్యూటర్లోకి కీలకమైనటువంటి బయోస్ టెక్నాలజీని రూపొందించారు. కంప్యూటర్స్ సర్వర్స్ తయారీలో విప్లవాత్మకమైనటువంటి మార్పులు తెచ్చారు. 2019లో ఏఎంఐ సంస్థ వేరే సంస్థకు అమ్మివేయడం ద్వారా దానికి అనుబంధంగా ఉన్న యాంజెట్టా సంస్థను అభివృద్ధిలోకి తీసుకువస్తూ తమ కంపెనీకి సిఇఓగా ప్రస్తుతం బాధ్యతలు నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఒకవైపు అమెరికాలో ఒక పెద్ద టెక్ దిగ్గజంగా దూసుకువెడుతూ మరో పక్క తనకు ఎంతో ఇష్టమైన దాతృత్వ కార్యక్రమాలను నిర్వహిస్తూ ఎంతో మందికి సహాయం అందిస్తున్నారు శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్. ఇటీవల శంకర నేత్రాలయ సంస్థలకు పెద్ద మొత్తాలలో విరాళం అందజేస్తూ తమిళనాడుకు చెందిన ఎట్టాయిపురం మేసు యూనిట్ స్థాపనకు పూర్తి స్థాయిలో ధన సహాయం అందించారు. ఎట్టాయిపురం మేసు యూనిట్ ద్వారా తమిళనాడు, కేరళలోని అనేక మారుమూల ప్రాంతాల్లో నివసిస్తున్న ఎన్నో వేల మందికి ఉచిత కంటి వైద్య సేవలు అందించడానికి వీలు కలుగుతుంది. శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్ గారు తమ భార్య శ్రీమతి లక్ష్మి గారు, కూతురు అంబిక, కుమారుడు అనంత్, కోడలు ఉమా, మనుమలు రుక్మిణి కేసులతో ప్రస్తుతం అట్లాంటాలో ఉంటున్నారు. శ్రీమతి లక్ష్మి గారు తమ భర్తకు చేదోడు వాదోడుగా ఉంటూ ఆయన చేసే ప్రతి కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రోత్సహిస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఇక ఈనాటి ఈ మీట్ అండ్ గ్రీట్ కార్యక్రమంలో శంకర నేత్రాలయ అమెరికా అధ్యక్షులు శ్రీ బాలారెడ్డి ఇందుర్తి గారు అధ్యక్షత వహించి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్వహిస్తారు. బాలా గారు.
Thank you, Shyam, for that. And today, the main reason why we are here, we have a new board of advisors and brand ambassador of Shankar Netralaya, Sri Shankar Subramonian, Atlanta resident. And to introducing Shankar Subramonian means like introducing Atlanta. Is such a towering personality. Everybody knows him, but he may not know everyone. So that he's such a great philanthropist, technocrat, and a highly successful business entrepreneur from Atlanta. It's really my honor to introduce such a legendary person to our advisory board and executive committee of Shankar Netralaya USA. Welcome, sir. I'm so glad you joined today, and then I would like to just introduce our team to you. So since it is a first call, we have our Shankar Netralaya President, Dr. Girish Rao, who joined from Chennai, and Shankar Netralaya USA founder, Sri S.V. Acharya. He joined from Rockville, Maryland. And then we have Prasad Reddy Garu. He's our board of advisors and brand ambassador from Dallas, Texas. And Leela Krishnamurthy, she's our immediate past president and board of advisors. She joined from Houston, Texas. And we have Murthy Rekapalli. He's our treasurer. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. And Sham Appali, executive vice president from Los Angeles, California. Dr. Kishore Chukula, he's our board of advisors from Auburn, Alabama. And then Vamsi Krishna Eruvaram, he's our secretary from Phoenix, Arizona. And Srini Vangamala, he's a trustee from Atlanta. Raju Pusapati, joint treasurer from Salt Lake City, Utah. Dr. Reddy Urimindi, trustee from Dallas, Texas. First, we would like to start this call with Shankarji. I would like to take few minutes just to give about you what I know about you to our team members. So Shankar Subramonian from southern Tamil Nadu, a place called Ettaipuram, and he graduated from IIT Madras in 1971. Then he came to US to pursue higher education. He completed masters from New Brunswick in 1976. Then he started working for I think 2 or 3 different companies. Then he started his own company, AMI, American Mega Trends. And this company gave the living to so many people and a lot of technology in the company. If we reboot the computer, we see BIOS. That's when every day I think of him when I do that. And a lot of technology, those we will, when we start the discussion, those will come into, I don't want to go on everything. And then the beauty is normally whenever we introduce a NRI, we say we came with one briefcase. But the different way of introducing Shankarji is he came with $20. So whether he had a briefcase also in his with him or not, but he started with $20 and he came and he built the empire and like giving life to many. And in 2019, I think the AMI, I don't know the much history, it's spin-off or Shankarji will tell later in the discussions. Then he started Amzeta Technologies. This is another successful company. That is, he's a successful track as an entrepreneur and businessman. But the other side, I know more like in the community, he's very, very great philanthropist. He is also highly spiritual person. He helps many temples, but noted one is in Atlanta, Hindu Temple of Atlanta. It's close by airport, Riverdale. So yeah, I think he is the biggest donor to the temple and also to the Atlanta Community Food Bank. So he donated a lot of money to that one. Then also helping the Emory PhD students for the DTA, Diabetes Translational Accelerator program stipends with there is a collaboration with Emory and IIT Madras. For that also Shankarji donated a lot. So, and I'm just telling few on I can think of, but there are many. There are many. I'm saying there's no adjective I'm adding. Many he's doing, and I'm so glad that he is coming forward to support Shankara Nethralaya, and so that is a great news for Shankara Nethralaya. So again, once again. We welcome you, Shankarji. Thank you very much for accepting our request to join Shankar Nethralaya Board of Advisors. And the team is here to chat with you today.
Thank you very much for the kind words.
Wholeheartedly, I welcome Mr. Shankarji to our trust and also for the philanthropy. Rightly, you put it that he supports a lot of temples. So, one such temple is Shankar Nethralaya. So, the temple for the eyes. So,
Temple of Eye.
really, I think we welcome him to the trust and also joining the Shankar Nethralaya family. So, I'll dedicate all my surgeries to the welfare of all the families of SN Trust for doing yeoman service. And I'm sure that we are confident that we will have something in the place where he quoted Ettaipuram, etc. God bless all of you and hope for the best. And Mr. Shankar, please feel free to call us anytime for any patients in Shankar Nethralaya or any other help in Chennai, what we can do. God bless. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Surendran. And I'll go to next the President, Dr. Girish Rao.
Good evening, everyone. And on behalf of Shankar Nethralaya Chennai and the entire staff, I would like to thank Mr. Shankarji for his philanthropic initiatives and for associating with Shankar Nethralaya USA in supporting the Mobile Eye Surgical Program. We are very fortunate, as Dr. Surendran said, that he's supporting one more temple, that's the Temple of the Eye. That was the term that was given by the former President of India, the Abdul Kalam, Shankar Nethralaya, when he visited us. We're also, in a way, happy that we share a name with him, Shankara Nethralaya and
Yeah, right.
So in a way, we have connections right from, I think, earlier days, and also because he's from Tamil Nadu. And I remember when Mr. Balagaru brought this proposal of starting a MISU at Itayapuram, we were a little skeptical because of the proximity to Chennai and also the possibility of not getting the required manpower. But I must say that Shankarji not only convinced Balagaru and us that there is definitely a need in that part of Tamil Nadu, but he also helped us identify a potential surgeon who would likely head this program when this bus rolls out. So once again, thank you very much. On behalf of Shankar Nethralaya, once again, thank you for your philanthropic efforts and welcome you to be a part of this advisory board. I think we'll both the SNUSA as well as Shankar Nethralaya would immensely benefit with your inputs as an advisor. And the next time you are in Chennai, do visit us so that we can host you and show you around the facility that we have in place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Girish Rao. Next, I would request our Shankar Nethralaya USA founder, Sri S.V. Acharya, to say a few words.
Thanks, Bala. First of all, very happy you all took time to join today's event to welcome Mr. Shankar Subramonian. He's a great person in terms of academics, business, and a great philanthropist. One important thing in life is you should be great in the academics, profession, and your wealth building, of course. But more than that is what you have done to the society, out of your success, what you have done to the society. From that perspective, Mr. Subramonian, you have done a lot. You have committed huge amount for our MESU to be stationed at Itayapuram, your hometown. Also, you did a lot of other things, a lot of organizations. As a fellow Indian, very, very proud of your accomplishments. At this point, I would also like to thank our dynamic president, Bala Indurti. We had 2 MESU units before, one in Chennai, one in Jharkhand. Since then, we're going to have 4. One in Hyderabad, Puttaparthi, Itayapuram, and also in Vizag. Thanks, Bala, for your efforts. And Mr. Subramonian, as a fellow Indian, very, very proud of you and welcome to the Board of Advisors. We seek your continued support and also advice for Shankar Nethralaya. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Acharya-ji. I go to the next Board of Advisors. Shankarji, would you like to give brief about, like, you were in the beginning days in the when you came to US, like how was the journey and how do you compare IIT Madras with your masters here, University of New Brunswick? What are the major changes you noticed in those days?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the August gathering here, who have kindly gathered late in the night, at least on the East Coast. It's about past 9 o'clock here. So I really appreciate the effort that has gone into it. to meet and greet me. I would say it is an honor for me to be associated with an organization like the Shankara Netralaya. Its reputation has been stellar. Its record has been known to everyone. In fact, in the old days, I contributed some small amounts to Shankara Netralaya. But it was Bala's effort which reintroduced me to Shankara Netralaya. And then once he reintroduced Shankara Netralaya and I took a look at it, I was so impressed with the activities, especially the philanthropy that this organization is involved in, that when Bala suggested that I contribute something to the organization, I absolutely could not say no. Yataipuram is my ancestral village. In fact, I have not been there but for a few times. So when Bala talked to me about this Mesu project, I thought that maybe Yataipuram might be a good place for it to be located, because southern Tamil Nadu, I saw, was not, it is being served by Shankara Netralaya, that's what I found, but maybe it didn't have a place where they had the mobile Mesu unit station. So I'm really glad, and I would say I'm fortunate to have had this opportunity to make my own small contribution to the efforts that Shankara Netralaya has put in to give vision and good eye health to the masses. And it's, as I said, a great pleasure for me to be associated with this organization. Now, I came to the USA in 1985. I did my master's actually in Canada, then I came to the United States, worked here for some time, and then went back to India. And then I was working out of Calcutta in a company called MMC from 1980 to 1985. Unfortunately, that company did not do well. I was working on developing an IBM PC clone. PC was just in its infancy in those days. So IBM was the king of the hill, and people tried to copy IBM's technology. So in India also, we tried to create a clone to the IBM PC. And I was heading that project in MMC when the company went bankrupt. Fortunately, I had a friend in the United States who persuaded me to return to the United States. He said that, Shankar, you're wasting your time in India. In the USA, there are great opportunities for you because PC is really taking off. So he and I together started this company, AMI, while my partner, my co-founder, was, I would say, the person who encouraged me to do it. Financially, he pretty much left it to me to figure out how to finance this new operation. So we started as a design consulting company. And in those days, it was not so easy for people from India, who had just arrived from India, fresh off the boat, as we were called, for us to get financing for a startup. So I had to figure out how to self-finance the company. So what we decided to do was to create a design and license the design to other people. And starting a design company did not require much of an investment. The first design that we created was highly successful. We got many companies trying to license our design. So that gave us the seed funding to further grow the company. So the company created many hit products. We created the world's first 386-based motherboard. We created a product called BIOS, which became a big hit. we created another product which was called the Raid, which was another hit. So we had many world-leading products which were used by well-known names like Dell, HP, Intel, and even companies like Apple, Amazon, Google. They all use the products that AMI had created. So in 2019, I sold the company, and one part of the company I spun off, which is now called Amzeta. So this is the company I'm now running. So briefly, that is the background that I have with the AMI. So the thing about AMI is that because of its history, AMI never borrowed money from anybody. It was always owned by the employees, employee shareholders, and it was always completely self-financed. So I remember the days when I did not have money. So now that I've been financially blessed, I'm trying to see how best I can return the fortune that has been bestowed on me back to society. That's what I'm working on now. Back to you, Bala.
Thank you so much, Shankarji, and thanks for your kind words.
ఇప్పుడు కార్యక్రమంలో ఒక మంచి అన్నమాచార్య కీర్తన పాడడానికి మన ముందుకు వస్తున్నారు అట్లాంటాకు చెందిన శిల్ప ఉపులూరి.
బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే తందనానాహి తందనానా పురే తందనానా ఫళ తందనాన ఫళ తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా. కందువకు హీనాధికములిందు లేవు అందరికి శ్రీహరి అంతరాత్మ. కందువకు హీనాధికములిందు లేవు అందరికి శ్రీహరి అంతరాత్మ. ఇందులో జంతు కులమింతానొకటే ఇందులో జంతు కులమింతానొకటే అందరికి శ్రీహరి అంతరాత్మ. శ్రీహరి 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 అంతరాత్మ హరి అంతరాత్మ. తందనానాహి తందనానా పురి తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా. నిండార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయునొకటే అండని బండు నిద్ర అదియునొకటే. నిండార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయునొకటే అండని బండు నిద్ర అదియునొకటే. మిండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు మిట్టు భూమి ఒకటే. మిండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు మిట్టు భూమి ఒకటే. చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే. చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే. తందనానాహి తందనానా పురే తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా ఫళ తందనానా. కడగి ఏనుగు మీద కాయు ఎండొకటి ఉడమి సునకము మీద పొలయు ఎండొకటి. కడగి ఏనుగు మీద కాయు ఎండొకటి ఉడమి సునకము మీద పొలయు ఎండొకటి. ತಂದನಾನ ಭಳ 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 ತಂದನಾನ.
So next, I would like to invite our mega donor, brand ambassador, Sri Prasad Reddy Katam Reddy garu from Dallas, Texas, who donated recently like $500,000 to Shankar Netralaya, and he's in the waiting list for his mesu. So we have not decided when. Most likely after Ettayapuram, Vizag, then we will come to Prasad garu's thing. Prasad garu, please.
Thank you, Bala. Well, it's again my pleasure and honor to welcome Mr. Shankar Ji to the great organization, Shankar Netralaya. I'm relatively newcomer here, and less than a year I've been associated with, even though I've known about Shankar Netralaya for a long time, wanted to be a part of it since 2004-5, but things didn't work out. But I'm so fortunate we're fortunate, my wife and I, we feel, to be part of this great organization that helps so many tens of thousands of people to provide the eyesight, which is, as they say in our Puranas, the gift of eyesight is the best gift you can ever give to a person. Yeah, so it's not one person, it's their family and all that. So great organization, and so I'm so happy and feel blessed to be part of it. One of the things that we had recently, Dr. Ratan Tata passed away. One of the things he said long time ago, which I followed, we have a responsibility to the community where we grow and part of, because the community made what we are, whether it's our businesses or our families and everything. And that's what I try to follow. And Shankarji, I can see that you're following that with with your donations and everything in Atlanta and back home to Shankar Netralaya, which is wonderful. In your brief speech, you said, unfortunately, the Calcutta firm did not do well, went bankrupt. Well, if it has done well, you probably would have stayed there forever. But because it did not do well, you are here helping so many people. So it's God's will, and I think it's better this way to look at it. And it's one way of directing. God directs our lives in different ways, and that's one fortunate thing that happened. Probably no life which is helping so many, will help so many hundreds of thousands of people here. Again, thank you for accepting and joining the group. And it's a wonderful group of people here. In the past 9 months I've been associated with. I can't tell you how much appreciate all of everyone's efforts and selfless acts and sacrifices they're making to make this a great organization and provide eyesight to so many people, and to go with the motto, to eradicate preventable blindness in India, whatever to be done. Not just in South, as Murthy garu was telling me last month when I was in Atlanta, we have to see how we can do it for the entire country. That's a great mission, and that's wonderful. And with the help of people like you, Shankarji, I think it can be achieved. And thanks and welcome again. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad Garu. And although he joined 9 months back, we have completed, he had 9 adaptive villages so far. And then we have scheduled one more this year. So thank you. And next we have our Srimati Leela Krishnamurthy, joined from Houston, Texas. She's our immediate past president. Leela ji, please say a few words.
Thank you, Bala. A very warm welcome to Shankarji. And thank you so much for your generosity. You've been unbelievably generous. And I was very impressed that you even supported the food bank. Most of our people don't. They give money to the temple, but not to the food bank. So I was really surprised and really happy to know that you supported the food bank. As a former, I worked for the food bank in New Orleans, so I know how important it is to get food to the people. You don't think that, United States, such a rich country, but there are people who don't have food on the table. So I appreciate that, and thank you for supporting Shankar Nethralaya in such a big way. We are extremely grateful to you. I know that Bala Garu is very, very persuasive, but you also have the heart to give the money, which we have a phenomenal president now, very, very energetic and very persuasive, as you all know. And we are so grateful that he is there, and we are very grateful to you, Shankarji, for your very generous support of Shankar Nethralaya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leela ji. Well said. Like you said, we all pursue, but you have to have a big heart, then only it will happen. And that is true. Truly, I have to note that line. Next, I would like to invite our board of advisors, Dr. Kishore Chukula. He's from Auburn, Alabama. He's supporting to establish MESU, which we are planning in Vizag. Kishore ji, please.
Thank you, Balagaru. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
It's my great pleasure to invite Sri Shankar Garu to our family. I've been associated with Shankar Nethralaya in a little bit for many years, but in the last couple of years, getting to know Balagaru and coming closer to the family has made me learn a lot of great things. First thing, I think Badrinath ji has aptly named this as Shankara Nethralaya. It's really a temple for the vision. I went and met Dr. Girish Rao Garu and others in Chennai. It's amazing the kind of work that they are doing. And I'm really, really proud to be a part of this august organization. I consider it as an honor. And it is because of the volunteers. Every one of them has their own full-time job. And in spite of that, they take time to make this organization grow to every nook and corner of United States. And thereby, like they said, it started with 2 mesus and now it's spreading. I think Balagar is at 5 with
Puttaparthi is 4th. Puttaparthi is 4th. Next, Ettayapuram 5, Vizag 6, Nellore 7. So that is the and the daily.
There's going to be one in Nellore?
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. So we have to come slowly. Yeah, because it takes like no matter how aggressively we do, it takes 4 to 6 months time.
Right. But anyway, Sir Shankarji, we heartily welcome you. We greatly appreciate your generosity and your big heart in contributing to the wonderful purpose of restoring vision to the millions of people who do not have the means to get it done. It's my pleasure, sir. On behalf of all my colleagues, we heartily welcome you to the family.
Thank you, Kishore
Thank you
Garu.
very much.
Thank you, Kishore Garu. Thank you, Shankarji. Next, I would like to invite our board of advisors and also who's been trustee since Acharya started SNUSA chapter, Dr. Raj Modi, joined from New York. Modi ji, could you please say a few words?
Namaskaram. First of all, I'm so happy to see so many new faces. As Balagaru said, I've been with Shankar Nethralaya since 1982, actually, and it's my pleasure. Every day, I feel that this is one of the best organizations. To give some background, Shankar Nethralaya brings out the basic research. Almost 25% papers in medical journals, international journals, coming out of Shankar Nethralaya from India. That's a very big deal. Number two, almost 8 to 10% of all the ophthalmologists or eye care professionals come out of Shankar Nethralaya. And of course, charitable work they do is great. I have sent so many patients from here, and everyone is extremely happy. And it is one of the best institute. I'm sure Acharya ji and other people must have told you. I was able to join little late. Sorry. Welcome, Shankar ji. It's really, really very nice to see all these big people. We had a very good gathering before with Acharya ji, but Balagaru has brought it to the higher level. Thank you very much and welcome. Dhanyawad.
Thank you, Modi ji. So, and next we have our Executive Vice President, Shama Paligaru. He is also hosting today's call. Shamji, please.
ధన్యవాదాలండి బాలగారు. ఈనాటి ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి విచ్చేసిన శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి ఇతర పెద్దలకు నమస్కారం. శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారు ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో ప్రత్యక్షంగా మీతో మాట్లాడడం చాలా గర్వంగా భావిస్తున్నాను. ఒకప్పుడు ఏఎంఐ చిప్ టెక్నాలజీతో ఉన్న పవర్ఫుల్ కంప్యూటర్ వాడటం ఒక థ్రిల్గా ఫీల్ అయ్యేవాడిని ఈరోజు ఆ చిప్ మూలకారకుడైన మీతో మాట్లాడటం నా జీవితంలో మరపురాని మర్చిపోలేని సంఘటన. శంకర నేత్రాలయ సంస్థలకు మీరు చేసే ఈ సహాయం ఎంతో మందికి కంటి చూపు తేవడానికి దోహదపడుతుంది. మీకు మీ కుటుంబ సభ్యులకు నా ప్రత్యేక ధన్యవాదాలు. అదేవిధంగా ఈ చక్కటి అవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి బాలాగారికి కూడా నా ధన్యవాదాలు. నమస్కారం అండి బాలాగారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్యామ్. And next we have Vamsi Krishna Irvaram. He is the secretary from Phoenix, Arizona. Vamsi.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Your support and guidance mean a lot to Shankar Nethralaya. We truly appreciate it. With your help and support, we believe like we can make a bigger impact together. I just wanted to say just one Tamil proverb like Kannai Thirandanal Karpanayum Tirundadum. So with that, like definitely you are helping a lot after being an Anadata or whatever it is. Then right now you are going to be a Netradata. Welcome, sir. Welcome, lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Vamsi. So next we have Shankar Nethralaya treasurer and from Atlanta, Murthy Rekapalli. He's even senior to me. He started serving this organization, I think 4 years before I joined in 2016. And especially when I started working with Shankarji on this MESU proposal, almost every day before I respond to Shankarji, I want to make sure I had to always ask one person. That one person it could be Murthy Garu or Shamji or Acharya ji. I'll keep talking to one of the three and take something and make sure I'm not just saying to please somebody, I'm saying the right thing. So Murthy garu, please go ahead and
Namaste. Shankar Subramonian garu, thank you, sir, for your generosity. I want to briefly explain how this organization was started. In 1978, as per Kanchi Kamkoti Pitadipati's guidance, Dr. S.S. Badrinath started this. So this institute is serving for the last 50 years. So it served millions of patients. So I got the good fortune to serve this cause for about 12 years. Two things that bothered me a lot. Every third blind person in the world is an Indian. As we all know, India has roughly about 1/6 of the global population. So that means we have twice or 200% more blindness compared to rest of the world. And out of this, 65% of the blindness in India is curable, like cataracts and refractive errors, like having wrong glasses or not having glasses. So we were feeling like that country gave us so much education, and because of which we are leading a good life. How can we contribute back to the country? That's how we got involved. So when we started 12 years back, there were two mobile eye surgical units. One is based off of Chennai, one is in Jharkhand. That Jharkhand unit runs with the help of Tata Trust. So 5-6 years back, I requested our people, Balagaru, Wangi, Acharyaji, and another trustee called Upendra. How about starting one more unit based off of Hyderabad, and then eventually spread this footprint to the entire India? That is how we started. And God is sending a lot of help in the form of Siva Prasad Reddy Garu, Shankar Subramonian Garu, and Kishore Chivula Garu. And everyone here in this panel is donating generously as well as giving lots of time. So our request to the business leaders is guide us on the scalability. We want to scale this to entire India. We don't know how to do it. So your valuable inputs in how to do that will be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Murthy garu. Next, I go to Raju Pusapati, Joint Treasurer from Salt Lake City, Utah. Raj garu.
Namaste everyone. Vanakkam Shankarji. Thank you for being part of our team, joining us. I don't even qualify talking much about you, but I have been reading a little bit about you. The thing that impressed me, there are a lot of things out there, but the one thing I have seen in the article is that the bias support for the USB, that's a killer for me. That you being the first one to be able to do that. So that's awesome. And again, I think Leelaji spoke about it. Everyone, it takes a generous heart to give anything. People might have, someone might be a billionaire, but everyone does not give. So there's the difference you make. I know, I'm sure you know that, but I want to state it explicitly that, everyone who has does not give. People who might have $500,000 can share 100,000. That's possible if someone has a generous heart. So thank you very much and welcome to our wonderful team here. And the most newbie here in this team, thanks to Balagaru. And then I came to know Murthy garu when I met him in Dallas. And, it is great to meet a couple of people. I think probably met Sinu there. But yeah, it's been about 2 years, I think I've been the team here, and I'm having a wonderful journey. I'm sure you will have one too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Raju garu.
మరో చక్కటి అన్నమాచారి కీర్తనను పాడడానికి మన ముందుకు వస్తున్నారు అట్లాంటాకు చెందిన సందీప్ కౌత రాగవాహిని.
నిగమాంతవర్ణిత మనోహర రూప నగరాజధరుడ శ్రీనారాయణ
నిగమాంతవర్ణిత మనోహర రూప నగరాజధరుడ శ్రీనారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ వెంకటనారాయణ వైరాగ్య దివ్య సౌఖ్యం వేయలోపక కదా నన్ను నొడబరపుచు పై పై
పై పైనే సంసార బంధముల కట్టేవు నా పలుకు చెల్లున నారాయణ
పై పైనే సంసార బంధముల కట్టేవు నా పలుకు చెల్లున నారాయణ నిగమ
గమనని సగమగ సని
నిగమ నిగమాంతవర్ణిత మనోహర రూప నగరాజధరుడ శ్రీనారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ లక్ష్మీనారాయణ
సగమగ సని దసని సాదా సగమగ మద మదని దని సమగ సని దమగ స
వివిధ నిర్బంధముల
పెడల ద్రోయక నన్ను భవసాగరముల దడబడ చేతురా
దివిజేంద్ర వంద్య శ్రీ తిరువెంకటాద్రీశ హరే
హరే హరే
దివిజేంద్ర వంద్య శ్రీ తిరువెంకటాద్రీశ నవనీత చోర
శ్రీనారాయణ
నిగమ
సగమగ సని దమదని నిగమ
గసమగదమని దసని నిగమ నిగమాంతవర్ణిత మనోహర రూప నగరాజధరుడ శ్రీనారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ
లక్ష్మీనారాయణ వెంకటనారాయణ హరి హరి నారాయణ కలియుగ నారాయణ ఆది నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ
So next we have Srini Vangimalla from Atlanta. Srini is our board of trustee.
Thank you, Bala. Good evening, everyone. It's really my personal privilege to be part of this forum to welcome Shankar ji to Board of Advisors. It's really great to know. I've known about Shankar ji ever since I moved to Atlanta. Actually, I moved to Atlanta in 95. My very first Dell computer had a AMI motherboard and AMI BIOS, and I've known since then. I was actually really amazed to know that it is company was founded by Indian and being based out of Atlanta. And I have friends that actually work for AMI for the last 30 years, and they still work for AMI. So they really, have a great feedback and about company culture, the leadership team, and what you have provided. It's really amazing, and it is really my personal privilege to be able to work in this forum and help back home community with your support. And I really have no words. The kind of support we're getting for this noble cause. I'm looking forward to work with you here in Atlanta. And with donors like you, I mean, we have three MESU sponsors here in this call, and I'm sure we could fulfill the Dr. Badrinath's dream of expanding the free services, free MESU services to across every state in India. That's really possible with the way that Prasad Reddy Garu, Kishore Garu, everybody is coming forward and being so generous to sponsor entire MESU unit. That's really awesome. And Shankarji, really looking forward to be, meeting you here in person and know more about and work with you to help the noble cause. Thank you, Bala, for inviting me to this forum. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Srini. And
Thank
by the way,
you.
Srini just came from India. He completed his third Adaptive Village Eye Camp in India. Congratulations, Srini.
Thank you.
And now we have Dr. Reddy Urimindi from Dallas, Texas. He's been supporting from the Dallas area, and he took a break, and in the break he took third masters. Now he's back to Shankar Nethralaya. We are so lucky because after he left, there is a saying in Telugu, "Ekkadesina gongale akkade undi." So after he left, Dallas chapter did not do anything, but I'm glad he's back. So definitely we will do with his support. NRU, please go ahead.
Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam. That's my weekly theme for my weekly radio. So that explains. I see a lot of Sankara is a very popular name here. Sankaracharya said, being in the company of good. And good people, good ideas, good thoughts, good books, good deeds. You spend an hour with Dr. Chivukula Garu with the breakfast, an hour, half an hour maybe at a dinner table with Prasad Reddy Garu. I mean, these are all the people committed so much for their lives and also for the community. That's a great example. And I think, looking at Dr. Shankar Subramonian's profile and also noted the distinguished alumni of IIT Madras, very few people will get that one, in spite of the fact that I had opportunities to visit there in my master's at Kanpur. So I have a lot of good things to say about not only just achieving, but I think see how humble these individuals are. Gandhiji said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And there are a lot of rich people in this society, but these people have committed and also they're very generous because they can see. A lot of times I get asked, or some of us get asked, you folks spend so much time for community service. I think when you really sit down with these mega donors and grand, donors and board of advisors, I think, just spend half an hour time with them, you get a lot. And I think once we are fully aligned with our energies and our goals, it is not difficult to align and you develop that congruence. So I'm really thrilled. I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Shankarji for being so generous and contributing to Shankar Nethralaya wholeheartedly. Your contributions are truly, in a way, it's a transformative and inspiring a lot of us to dedicate more. Thank you so much. Wholeheartedly welcome Shankar Subramonian ji to Shankar Nethralaya family. Thank you. And
Thank
if time permits, I may ask a question, could you share at least, I was wondering, you have any personal experiences or stories that have shaped your commitment to this particular cause, besides your ancestors living in the southern Tamil Nadu? Anything else that you could share and guide us?
The main reason is already been discussed here in this gathering today. Nethralaya, the temple of the eyesight. right? So I go by that dictum. So there's no personal experience that I can say that I can narrate that shaped my desire to help Shankara Nethralaya. I would say the reason I got interested is that I always believed that eyesight is one of God's greatest gift to a human being, and that every human being deserves to have a very good eyesight. But there has to be opportunities to see what I can do about helping mankind. And it so happened that thanks to Balagaru's efforts, that my knowledge and interest in Shankara Nethralaya got revived. As I said, I had heard about Shankara Nethralaya, its reputation and everything has really spread far and wide. But like so many other things, life has so many distractions. So I never really got involved till Balagaru brought it back to my attention. And after that, of course, it was a slam dunk. I mean, it was a great cause. It was a great organization. I mean, there was no other way but for me to try and see what best I can do. And Hettepuram was only because of the nature of the organization which wanted to go out, reach out to help people in the rural areas. So it occurred to me that having been to Hettepuram, that maybe you cannot find a more rural area in Tamil Nadu than Hettepuram itself. So that is the reason for my suggestion for Hettepuram, for Mesu to be based there. And as I said, it's only that try and do my little bit to alleviate the suffering of mankind as best as I can.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much.
Thank you so much, Shankarji. And one more thing, just I want to, I think we covered all the guests. One more thing before we wrap up. One question I had was when I read the AMI's RAID technology has become like world's #1 RAID solution. On that, do we have any patents or company received anything towards that success?
We sold that group actually in 2001. Our RAID product had become so successful that everybody at the time who was manufacturing servers was using our RAID product. So at the time, a company called LSI Logic came to us and said, we would like to buy your RAID group. So we decided that we would sell it to them. And today, LSI Logic is become Broadcom. I mean, it's a $1 trillion market value company today. It's a huge corporation. They still carry the RAID product. It's still called Mega RAID, named after Megatrends. And it's still extremely popular. So if you use a server product, you're likely using Mega RAID.
Thanks, everybody. Before we conclude the call and appreciating and thanking, there are not enough words to thank, but we have to thank because Shankarji is first time.
శంకర నేత్రాలయ సంస్థ తరఫున శ్రీ శంకర సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి వారి కుటుంబ సభ్యులకు ఆ భగవంతుడు ఆయురారోగ్య ఐశ్వర్యాలు ప్రసాదించాలని కోరుకుంటూ ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్న శంకర నేత్రాలయ సభ్యులకు, ఆర్టిస్టులకు, మీడియా మిత్రులకు మరోసారి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఇంతటితో ముగిస్తున్నాం. నమస్కారం.